All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. Now we're gonna talk about Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira because they've got a simmering beef, and this actually looks real to me. As a matter of fact, I know it's real because I can tell when, you know, sometimes you got like a culture clash thing, you know what I mean? But like Justin Gaethje is a person that I understand. He is a person that I like a lot and I understand. I am gonna beat him in golf at some point though, handily. But outside of that, I am on the Justin Gaethje train 100%. And I think he's gonna win this fight actually. I think he's going to win this fight, even though Charles has looked pretty dominant. We'll see, but that's not what this video is about. We're going to talk about this interaction that they had because Charles is mad, and now Gaethje's mad, which makes for a good fight, doesn't it? You know, it's a great way to ensure your next up is to have a problem with the guy, and it looks like this is real. Some kind of like cultural misunderstanding, I think, on Charles' side, but we'll get to it. So, you know, if you like the content, just go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell. But yeah, so let's do this thing. So basically, Charles Oliveira, since he's been the champion, has, I mean, like when someone wins the belt, it's really interesting to watch them because what they also win is money, right? And you're like, all right, so what kind of person is this? You know, like what are they like on the inside? Because when people are broke, they all look the same, right? Like everybody looks the same when they're broke. So when you look at Charles Oliveira and you look at Justin Gaethje, when neither of them have money, they have very similar lifestyles, right? They go to the gym, they train, they fight, they go back to the gym, they train, they fight. But both of them have had significant paydays. Now, do you see a difference in Justin Gaethje's day-to-day or what he wears, like his clothes, all that stuff? He looks pretty similar to me. Charles Oliveira is, he's like taking a bath in Gucci now. Like, he was waiting for the flash, dude. This has nothing to do with the point of this video. I don't even know why I brought it up. I will just say that, well, no, it does actually. It's about understanding them as people, right? Like Justin Gaethje, with money, without money, is a grinder that is there to work hard and break your face. That's what he does. And the money is nice, you know? I would imagine that he's got a lot of it put in the bank now, right? Charles Oliveira, he likes the flash. He likes having the belt because he likes to have the shine on him. I mean, this is the thing. Like, think about it like this. What does the belt represent to each person? It means you're the best in the world, but that's not all, right? That's not the only thing that the belt is, okay? Like the belt can either be a symbol of your hard work or, I mean, it is that for everyone, but there are some people who also like to wear it like it's a gold chain around their neck, you know? And an easy way to tell who those people are the people who are going to start buying Gucci as soon as they have some money. And so Charles really likes being the champion, and he really likes it not only because it represents all of his hard work. He's a Gucci guy. He's a Gucci belt guy. He likes it, right? Now, when you look at this interaction that happened between Gaethje and Charles Oliveira, it basically came down to this. Like, I guess Dustin had been saying some stuff, or I'm sorry, Justin had been saying some stuff beforehand, like before the Dustin and Charles fight. But then after the fight, you know, they met backstage and Gaethje was like, hey man, nothing but respect, you know, great job. Like that was an amazing fight, super respectful. Then he went into the press conference or some kind of interview and he's like, yeah, great. Yeah, he's amazing. He's an amazing fighter. I can't wait to break his face, you know, or something like that. Like something like, what an amazing fighter, really, really great performance, something respectful, and also I can't wait to break his face. And what that translates into in Justin Gaethje speak is excited to fight him. And I'm excited to win, right? Like, just like I just said, like, I'm going to beat Justin Gaethje in golf. You know, like, I'm like, oh, we're going to play golf. And I didn't say it like, you know, geez, I'd be so excited to get out on the course with Justin Gaethje. I said, yeah, I'm going to beat him. Like, we're going to play and I'm going to beat him handily. I'm going to whip his fucking ass in golf. Does that mean that I'm disrespecting Justin Gaethje? Like, that's the way that people like us talk. Like people, like all the collective us, not just me and Justin, like us. If you're watching this channel, I assume you're probably pretty fucking similar in personality to myself and Justin Gaethje. All of us are fucking the same. So like, you know, when you're gonna compete with your buddy in something, how do you say it? Do you go, hey, jolly old pal, let's get out there and let's have a good time today? Or are you like, I'm gonna fuck you up today, son? That's how people talk, okay? Justin Gaethje is a fighter. He's talking about fighting Charles Oliveira. He just showed him respect. He's like, can't wait to break his face. Like this, like maybe this gets lost in translation, which is totally possible. But like, this is how we talk, dude. This is just how we talk. So apparently, Charles Oliveira, you know, was like, oh, he said he respects me, and then he says he wants to break my face. What's up, dude? Now I'm gonna make a statement that makes no sense in response to this. So this is what this is what Charles Oliveira said on a podcast. He said, Justin's talking a bunch of crap the entire time. We meet face to face. He says he has all the respect for me and what I do. 2 minutes later, he's saying he'll break my face and saying a bunch of stuff. These guys hype things up to try to sell the fight with somebody they are not. If you're a humble guy, if you're a respectful guy, you have to sell the fight that way. If you're a guy that talks crap, you have to sell the fight talking crap the entire time to my face and behind my back. Oh, are those the rules, Charles? Are those are the rules? If you're a guy who's respectful, you have to be respectful the whole time. If you're a guy that talks crap, you have to talk crap the whole time. Those are the rules. I had no idea. I didn't know that. I guess Justin clearly didn't know that also. You either have to only say nice things or only say mean things all the time. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Now, it's possible that Charles is playing 4D chess right here, right? He's like, oh, what? This guy's going to talk respectful in my face and he's going to say shit behind my back. And he's like, I'm mad. And he's building conflict because what does conflict turn into? Pay-per-view buys, right? So maybe he's playing 4D chess here. He's like, you better bring that same energy. Who's that? Oh, that's Usman on Gaethje's team. Hey, bring that same energy when I'm in your face, son. Bring that same energy to me. Maybe he's doing that. And he's just hyping the fight, right? Maybe. But I kind of don't think so. I think he really meant that. And so Gaethje responded with a common sense thing. He's like, hey, Oliveira, it's called respect, fool. And we're in the breaking faces business. My respect that night was just as real as my intention to take everything from you in your country. Okay, the first time I read that, I thought he said taking everything from you and your country, which would have been even more gangster. But this is pretty fucking gangster. I didn't realize they were going to fight in Brazil. God damn, man. Look at this picture of this guy, dude. Like, Gaethje's one of those dudes, like, I've always talked about this, right? Like, when I first started training, I thought I was like a tough guy. Like, I thought I was like a tough guy when I started training. You know, like, I thought I was going to go in there and, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. You know, you win some street fights, you get delusional about how, like, actually tough you are. And I remember going in and then realizing that the guys who are really tough guys, in a lot of cases, you would never see them coming. You look, you're like, if I saw that guy walking down the street and he was like, hey, give me your money, you'd be all, the fuck are you going to do? And you have no idea. It's like, well, I could give you the choice. I could break your nose. I could tear your ears off your head. I could bite your face off. I could break your arm. I could take you down and then I could just break your neck. It's up to you, dude. You tell me. How much do you want that money? Or would you rather me just take my pick of ways that I could violate you before I kill you? And you just would never know when you look at them. You just have no idea. You know, you just have no idea. With some people, okay? With some people. There are others, like, they walk in and, you know, or you just see someone walking around, you look, you're like, that guy's head looks like it's been punched a lot. Looks like it's like, you know, Gaethje is one of these guys that, like, if he was in a bar and he was like, hey, why don't you pick up that tab? I'd go, that guy's been in a lot of fucking fights. That's not a dude you want to press. He's smiling, he'll kill you. Like, Gaethje's not a dude that hides the fact that he's a fucking human wrecking ball very well at all. That's why I want to beat him in golf. Because I want to take that from you and your country, Justin Gaethje. I'm going to take it from you. Take that respect right out of your golf bag, son. I'm going to film it. I'm going to put it on this channel. Everybody's going to be like, God damn, man. That was just a fucking brutalization right there. When Jesse made that birdie on 3 and you saw Justin's face, it's like, this shit's over, man. This shit is fucking over. It's over after 3 holes. Jesus. That was rough, man. That was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. Anywho, I'm really excited for this fight, though. Very excited. And let's play this out, though. So I did a video yesterday where I was like, here are all the best fights for 2022 that I want for Christmas. And then I posted it. Long story. I took it down. But for Gaethje, I had the following dream fights for 2022 for Gaethje. Okay. We went with Charles, Dustin, and Connor. Those are the 3 fights I want for Justin Gaethje. I don't think we're going to get the Dustin one because I think he's going to go to 170. But I think we could certainly figure out a way where he fights Connor. And we're obviously going to get the Charles one. Now, the reason I want to see him fight Connor is because Justin hates Connor. Like, Justin fucking hates Connor. Like, really, really hates Connor. Because he thinks Connor's a bad person. And he said so. He also called Conor a bad father, I think. You can't take that back, dude. Like, that's one of those things where even, like, you know, people say a lot of shit about Conor, but I would imagine that Conor probably took that personally, you know? Like, that's one of those things, like, if you have kids and someone goes, you're a bad father, you're like, oh, am I? Why don't you go ahead and defend that position? And this has not, I mean, I don't have any, like, anytime I've seen Conor with his kid, he seems like a good dad. Let me just put that out there. But, you know, I'm just saying, those two have serious fucking beef that would be incredible to see. Like, that's not the kind of thing where they fight and then at the end of the fight, regardless of what the outcome is, they're all, hey man, you know, much respect. Like, that's a line where it's like, you know, if someone says that about you, you whip their fucking ass, and then there's no like, hey, good job. You know, it's like, that's what happens. And I would say, and the same thing, if Justin wins, he's like, you're a bad person, so I put you down where you belonged. That's why I want that fight. And they're both violent lunatics. So anyway, that's what I got. So subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Oh, and my dream fight for Charles, by the way, is against Khabib. Maybe I'll do a video. I talked about this on my live stream of how Charles could talk his way into a fight with Khabib. I'm going to do that video right now. Love you guys. Peace.